Here are my thoughts on the season finale of House of the Dragon. Now that the season is over, I can fully give my thoughts on how certain storylines played out. And I think the number one character in this season is Aegon Targaryen. I say that not because I support his reign or claim to the throne. I think his story and the Greens in general story is really compelling to watch.
I'm alive!
Speaking of Team Green, the Prince Darren, Ormond, and Gwaine Hightower side of the story was incredibly compelling. And I'm actually shocked that they got me to care about Prince Darren when I didn't even know he existed in previous seasons. But speaking of well done, we have to talk about things that weren't well done. And I think the glaring problem for me this season is Rhaena's storyline with Sheepstealer, because it was just rough all around. It didn't really amount to anything that I truly cared about, to be honest. And I guess the main root of the problem for me is that her storyline was so incredibly passive, or Rhaena was so incredibly passive. And it's hard to stomach because you'd think giving her a dragon would make her more engaging in the story, and it had the opposite effect for me specifically. But her father, on the other hand, Daemon Targaryen, has been extremely fun to watch, and him and Caraxes are probably my favorite Dragon Rider dragon pair in the entire franchise. The entire Battle of Tumbleton was incredible because I was on the edge of my seat. I didn't know which side was going to win or lose until Ulf the White came in. And I swear to you, Ulf the White better get more or twice as much hate as Rhaena did. Because not only did he actively burn both sides of the war, he wasn't even useful to both sides of the war. That's one of my problems with the Dragon Riders this season. For once, can they literally just follow one order? Or at the very least, just be on your dragon. Come on. Speaking of being a dragon, I want to talk about the queen herself, Rhaenyra Targaryen, because this finale was extremely satisfying. Because we got to see her slow annoyance at every little thing that the Greens tried to do to, undermine her rule, whether it's like the no money or the graffiti on the wall. I feel like we really got a full arc for Rhaenyra Targaryen, and I really enjoyed her when she broke bad, even though taking out the Pope is an extremely bad idea. But overall, genuinely, I think season 3 of House of the Dragon was a massive step up from season 2. A great piece of television, and I can't wait to see how they end.